Many women over 60 believe body odor is just a natural part of aging, something that happens to everyone with time. They think, it's just my hormones, or maybe my skin changing with age. But here's the truth. In most cases, that lingering smell has nothing to do with age itself. It comes from 8 small daily habits, the kind you repeat without even realizing, that quietly affect how your body smells. Hi, I'm Dr. Meena Sharma, a geriatric health specialist who's worked with older adults for more than 20 years. I've met countless women in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s. Women who live neatly, bathe every day, and still wonder, why do I still notice that faint odor on my skin or clothes? And what I've seen is remarkable. When these women made just a few small adjustments, their natural scent came back, fresh, clean, and balanced, without expensive perfumes or complicated routines. Because the body is wise. It knows how to take care of itself. Once we stop doing the things that quietly disrupt its balance. So, what are these habits that make even clean women smell off? And how can you fix them naturally, right at home? Stay with me, because what we'll cover today might just change how you think about body care after 60, forever. Habit number 1. Overwashing with harsh soaps. Let me introduce you to Linda, a 68-year-old woman from California. During one of our consultations, she told me, "Doctor, I shower twice a day, but by evening, I still notice this faint, stale smell on my skin." The problem wasn't that she wasn't clean. It was that she was too clean. After the age of 60, your skin changes dramatically. Oil glands slow down, the surface becomes drier, and the natural oils that once protected you from odor-causing bacteria start to fade away. When you use strong antibacterial or heavily scented soaps, they don't just wash away dirt. They also strip off the good bacteria that actually protect your skin's natural balance. These friendly bacteria help neutralize odor. Without them, harmful microbes take over, and, ironically, you end up smelling more, not less. Here's the simple fix. Switch to a mild, pH-balanced cleanser, ideally around 5.5. Avoid products labeled antibacterial, deep clean, or anything with strong fragrance. Showering once a day is enough, and focus on the key areas: underarms, groin, back, rather than scrubbing your entire body harshly. Within a week, most women notice their body regaining a softer, fresher, more natural scent, not because of perfume, but because their skin's natural ecosystem is finally back in balance. Habit number 2, re-wearing clothes or towels too often. Many women tell themselves, "It's just a light blouse, I only wore it for 2 hours," or "My towel's still clean, I used it just yesterday." But here's what most people don't realize. Sweat, natural oils, and bacteria cling to fabric much longer than you think. And as we age, our skin produces more lipid-based sweat, a heavier, oilier type of perspiration that sticks to clothes and towels. This combination becomes the perfect environment for bacteria to grow. And that's where odor starts. I once had a patient named Eleanor, 71, from Arizona. She was a very tidy woman, showered daily, used gentle perfume, but she often wore her nightgown for 2 or 3 days in a row, thinking, "I don't sweat much, so it's fine." When she began changing her clothes and towels more frequently and drying them outside under the sun instead of in the bathroom, within just 1 week, her natural scent became noticeably fresher and softer. The solution is simple. Change your undergarments daily. Replace towels after every 2 to 3 uses. And whenever possible, sun dry them. Because sunlight's UV rays kill bacteria far more effectively than indoor drying. With just this small habit change, you'll notice your clothes stay fresher longer, and your body feels cleaner and more confident throughout the day, even in warm or humid weather. Habit number 3. Skipping underarm exfoliation. There's a silent culprit behind persistent body odor, and it's hiding right under your arms. Even if you shower every day, the skin under your arms can accumulate dead skin cells, natural oils, and deodorant residue over time. This buildup acts like a thin barrier, trapping sweat and bacteria beneath the surface, which is why that faint odor can linger even after a fresh shower. I remember one of my patients, Margaret, 66, from Florida. She told me, "Doctor, I shower every morning and use good deodorant, but by late afternoon, I still smell something off." When I asked if she ever exfoliated her underarms, she looked surprised and said, "Exfoliate? My armpits? I've never thought of that." Once she started using a soft exfoliating glove and gently massaged a mild cleanser in small circular motions for 20 to 30 seconds on each side, the change was dramatic. Within a week, that stubborn odor was gone. The fix is simple. Exfoliate your underarms once or twice a week, using gentle, circular motions. No harsh scrubbing needed. This clears out clogged pores, allows sweat to escape freely, and instantly reduces odor. Most women over 60 are shocked to discover they don't need a stronger deodorant. They just need cleaner pores and fresher skin. Habit number 4. Ignoring foot hygiene. Here's a simple truth most people never think about. Your feet sweat more than any other part of your body, yet they're often the most neglected area during bathing. Many women wash every inch of their body, but when it comes to their feet, they just let the water run over them and call it a day. I once met a patient named Margaret, 71, from Oregon. She told me, "Doctor, I don't understand why my house slippers smell even after I wash them." After a little digging, we discovered the reason. She wasn't cleaning between her toes. She'd washed the tops of her feet but skipped those warm, moist spaces where bacteria and fungi thrive. The truth is, those tiny gaps between your toes are the perfect breeding ground for odor-causing microbes, especially when your feet stay damp inside socks or slippers. And once bacteria cling to the fabric, no amount of washing will completely remove the smell. The fix is simple and powerful. Wash your feet daily, paying attention to the spaces between your toes. Dry thoroughly. Use a soft towel or even a cool hairdryer if needed. Sprinkle a little baking soda or foot powder before putting on socks or shoes. Within just a few days, you'll notice a real difference. Your slippers will stay fresh, your skin will feel dry and clean, and your feet, the part of your body that carries you through life, will finally get the care and breathing space they deserve. Habit number 5. Not drinking enough water. Most people don't realize this. Sometimes body odor doesn't come from your skin, but from what's happening inside your body. And one of the most overlooked causes is simple: dehydration. When you don't drink enough water, your sweat becomes more concentrated. It carries higher levels of salts and waste products. That thicker, heavier sweat produces a stronger, sourer odor, even if you bathe every single day. I once met Helen, 74, from Texas. She told me, "Doctor, I shower daily, but by evening I still notice an unpleasant smell." When we talked more, I discovered she was only drinking about 3 cups of water a day because she wasn't thirsty and didn't want to go to the bathroom often. This is extremely common among older adults because as we age, our sense of thirst naturally weakens, and the body becomes dehydrated long before we feel thirsty. The fix is simple but powerful. Sip water throughout the day, rather than chugging large amounts at once. Unless your doctor has restricted fluids, aim for 6 to 8 glasses daily. When your body is properly hydrated, your sweat becomes clear, light, and almost odorless, and you'll start to notice something amazing. Even your breath and your natural skin scent will improve. Give it a few days of consistent hydration, and you'll feel your body reset. Your energy will rise, your skin will feel cleaner, and your scent will return to that gentle, fresh balance your body was always meant to have. Habit number 6. Eating too many sulfur-rich foods. Garlic, onions, eggs, they're all wonderfully healthy in moderation. But here's something most people don't realize. Eating too many sulfur-rich foods can make your body odor stronger, especially as your liver slows down with age. I once met Carol, a 69-year-old woman from Seattle. She followed a very clean, healthy diet, plenty of eggs, onions, and garlic, because she'd read that they support liver health and boost immunity. But she began to notice something odd. Even though she showered daily and kept herself spotless, her body carried a faint, sharp odor, especially after meals heavy in garlic. Here's why it happens. When your body digests foods high in sulfur, it creates volatile compounds, gases that escape through your breath, sweat, and pores. And as we age, the liver's ability to break these compounds down naturally slows. That means they linger longer inside the body, which can subtly change your natural scent. But don't worry. The solution isn't cutting these foods out completely. It's about balance. Pair them with green leafy vegetables like spinach, kale, or lettuce, which help neutralize odor-causing compounds naturally. And start your morning with a glass of warm lemon water. The citric acid in lemon supports the liver and helps your body process sulfur more efficiently. So yes, you can still enjoy your morning eggs or garlic soup. Just remember, balance is everything. True wellness doesn't come from extreme restrictions, but from understanding your body and treating it with gentle, thoughtful care. Habit number 7. Wearing synthetic fabrics. Daily leggings, fitted tops, and polyester dresses can make you look sleek and elegant, but few people realize they can also be a silent trigger for body odor. Fabrics like nylon, polyester, and spandex don't breathe the way cotton does. They trap heat and moisture, creating a warm, damp environment, the perfect breeding ground for bacteria. And when bacteria mix with sweat, especially in areas like the underarms or groin, that's when body odor starts to appear and linger. I once had a patient named Denise, 67, from California. She loved her morning yoga routine and always wore tight workout leggings. But she noticed something frustrating. Even after showering and using perfume, there was still a faint odor around her hips and underarms after class. When I suggested she switch to breathable cotton workout clothes and rinse her athletic wear once a week with a splash of white vinegar, the difference was remarkable. The smell disappeared within days. Here's the simple fix. Choose cotton or bamboo fabrics whenever possible. They let your skin breathe and stay dry. If you love your synthetic outfits, that's fine. Just wash them thoroughly and add a little white vinegar to the final rinse to eliminate trapped bacteria and odor. When your skin can breathe freely, your clothes feel lighter and your body stays fresher. Even a faint, natural scent of cleanliness can make you feel more confident, comfortable, and radiant, no matter how warm or busy your day gets. Habit number 8. Ignoring hormonal and medication effects. This one surprises many women, because body odor isn't always about hygiene or diet. Sometimes, it's about hormones and medication. After menopause, when estrogen levels drop, your sweat glands begin to behave differently. Some women start to produce more odor-causing compounds, while their skin becomes drier and their body temperature regulation weakens. The result? You might notice your natural scent changing, even if you haven't changed anything in your routine. I once met Linda, a 72-year-old woman from Colorado. She said to me, "Doctor, I still shower every day, eat healthy, but I smell different lately. Almost like it's not me anymore." When we reviewed her health history, we found she was taking a mild antidepressant and blood pressure medication. Both of these, over time, had subtly altered her body's metabolism and the way her sweat glands processed odor-causing compounds. And here's the key point: don't stop your medication. Instead, talk to your doctor. They can adjust your dosage or recommend natural supplements like chlorophyll or zinc, which help neutralize internal odor compounds gently and safely. Remember, the goal isn't to mask your scent with perfume, but to restore your body's inner balance. Because when your system is in harmony, your natural scent becomes light, clean, and pleasant, a quiet reflection of the calm, confident woman you've become. As you can see, body odor after 60 isn't a sign of poor hygiene or aging. It's your body's gentle way of saying, "I need a little more kindness, a little more balance." Even one small change, like switching to a milder soap or drying carefully between your toes, can begin to transform how you feel every day. Your scent softens. Your skin feels cleaner and fresher. And most importantly, you start to feel like yourself again. Give yourself just 1 week. Pick one habit to change. Then come back and tell me, which habit surprised you the most? Leave a comment below, because your story might be exactly what another woman needs to hear today. And don't forget to subscribe to VitalAge Health for more doctor-backed wellness tips made especially for women over 60, to help you stay fresh, confident, and beautifully you. Because every stage of life deserves care, and your body still deserves your love.